We put a lot of time in behind the scenes before we ever do it in the streets, you know, honing in our skills so we're able to take them to the streets.
Yeah, maybe there's some talent, you know, like my dad rode bikes, rode motorcycles, whatever. I grew up racing dirt bikes and stuff like that, but really it was just dedication to not want to suck. Seat time's everything. I just, you know, people didn't see all that hard work on the sidelines. I was out there every single day just trying to learn.
A lot of people say like, oh, you're so dangerous, you're putting so many people's lives at risk, you're gonna kill somebody, this and that, but really the reality of the situation is, if I kill anybody, it's gonna be myself.
Yeah. Behind the scenes, day one, Harley segment. Gonna swap out an exhaust real quick, but yeah, we're gonna get the ball rolling.
My name's Garret. I'm from Ogden, Utah, and I am a Harley-Davidson stunt rider. The first time I ever rode a motorcycle, I was probably 5, 6 years old. I didn't get a start on the 50s or anything, but I started on little 85. Used to rip those around ranches and just single track trails in the mountains. Never really rode streets until I was, you know, in my mid-20s and started seeing people stunting Harleys, and I just had to do it. I went to the stunt show in Salinas, California. I got to see like Bag of Killa, got to see Jason pulling stunts, Androx, Stunt Carnell, like all these hitters. And seeing those guys rip Harleys for the first time in person and just seeing them get loose and get sideways, do wheelies, do all this like crazy stuff I didn't know was possible on Harleys. After I saw that in person, I was so intrigued and I just had to learn it. So I went home and I studied all the videos. I went and followed all the big dogs, and yeah, I just started studying what they were doing, studying their stuff, and started applying it myself.
All right, guys, we got that thing done. Out with the old, in with the new. This thing looks fresh for the film now. Really big shout out to Pisani for hooking me up. But yeah, we got this thing on. I'm gonna put a fresh new tire on the back and we start filming tomorrow. So this thing's dialed, it's ready. It's been gone through. The bike is ready to be beat on, so.
One day I woke up from this dream, and in this dream I was so vivid, and I was like dropping back, scraping fender, and it was just like, I knew I could do it. So cool to see that transition from something I could dream and see in my head and apply it in person, in real life, like on the bike. And ever since that moment, I was like fully addicted. I couldn't stop thinking about riding Harleys.
My name is Jesse Ryan. I'm from Vancouver Island, BC, Nanaimo. I learned how to ride a pedal bike at 3 years old, and then so when I got a dirt bike, obviously that was way sicker. Started ripping the CRF 70. Pretty quickly outgrew that thing and was just beating the crap out of it. And just started ripping, and like right away I was just killing on that thing. And so right away my parents knew we needed to upgrade me because I was just like the slowness of the 70 was holding me back. I ended up getting a KX85 and didn't really have any plans of racing or nothing, but yeah, I started racing my KX85. We had two of them, a practice bike and a race bike, and had a little tiny track in the backyard in the south end here. I started racing pretty full time from 15 until I was probably like 18 kind of, and raced some pro nationals here in Kamloops and Calgary and stuff.
Nope, that ain't doing shit, Jess. Alright, well, fuck it.
The first time I met Jesse was at my house. He was riding with Sean Miller, and he got a flat tire on his dirt bike. And they came here to fix his tire because they were on the trail. And that's the first time I met him. And then the second time, I didn't really meet him. I just saw this kid riding a supermoto, and I was on my Harley. And I seen him do a wheelie, so then I wheelied the Harley past him, and then I actually thought it was Sean Miller because he was wearing a Man Wolf jacket. And so I called Sean. I was like, dude, I just saw you. And he said, nah, that's my buddy Jesse. And then I sort of knew who he was.
I thought Harleys were lame, like grandpa machines, and then all of a sudden I seen the way they had their bike set up and they're actually doing wheelies and shit, and I was like, I gotta try that. So I immediately went out and bought this Harley. I bought like a 97 Evo Dyna thing, and had a lot of K on it, like 100,000 kilometers, and everything, the thing would just break every time I'd ride it. And so like within 2 or 3 months, I sold it and went and got the 2008 Super Glide, which is the Pamela Anderson bike with the flames on it, the one I still have.
Yep. Damn. That thing puked like a sieve. Damn it, dude. Dave, you got any oil?
If we have to run back and grab some, we can.
Where's that sock?
Hey, you guys got a shot.
That's my sock.
Shot.
Yeah, it is insane.
I'm huge on living in the moment. I'm huge on living in the flow state of mind. And when we're doing this stuff, and you could ask anybody in the Harley realm or any action sports realm for that matter, when we're in our zone and we're in the flow state of mind, we are solely living in the moment. And there's nothing that can like take us out of that moment.
When my oil light turned on and I heard you guys yelling. My oil light literally came on and I heard, hey, hey. Damn, now we're making messes. Good thing we got Dave over here.
And there's something like very addictive about that. You know, living in the moment is like a really hard thing to do. Where we're most present is like the most important, and the now is now. But when I'm, you know, doing a wheelie in the streets and I got my boys by me and I'm just like solely living in the moment, there is no better feeling than that. Almost blew up my bike, totally blew out the oil filter. Oil was freaking everywhere. Like I was really scared I blew it up, but luckily took it to the shop the next day, got it dialed in, put a new oil filter on, threw some oil in it, and she was good.
Gary, did you say you wanted to make a movie?
Is this what I gotta do?
Dude, yo.
This is what we gotta do to make a movie?
Yeah. Ruin all our nice things, not sleep for months. Fuck. At least the shots are sick, right?
There's some really cool shots here in Ogden. There's some really good landscapes, some really cool areas with some good scenery that we really wanted to capitalize on, and nobody's really ever done anything with them. So we're kind of making moves here. We're kind of, you know, executing and doing things that have never been done before here in this area. So I'm stoked to be the guy to put that down and, you know, put it on film and put it on a movie that's going to last a long time and show off the beautiful place that I live. not want to do it any other place in the world. This is my stomping ground. I have such a deep love for this area. You can see the mountains in my background. I grew up on those mountains. I grew up in these city streets. This is it, man. This is my spot. And it's just an honor to be able to execute visions here to last a lifetime for the generations upcoming to see and kind of chase after, you know, what we're really trying to do with this film is take things like from the ski and snowboard industry and the BMX industry and like all these industries that have put out really super sick films and like cool film locations and cool spots and make that like obtainable for the upcoming generations. Nobody's really put out a film like this in the Harley industry. There's been like bits and pieces and a little bit different stuff, but nobody's really gone in like full nosedive like this and made anything happen. So I'm hoping that this kind of sparks something for the upcoming generations to follow through and see multiple teams, multiple athletes put out full cinematic, amazing films every year.
We're totally not breaking in this dude's car. Already blessed enough to grow up in one of the most beautiful places in the world, Vancouver Island. But then, yeah, having people like Brett and Krista to, you know, just no matter what, be there and help and whatever. And this scene and my whole career and everything and everybody around them is just like so tight and so close because they're so awesome. They're always, you know, everyone's always over here working on bikes, barbecuing, hanging out, whatever. Brett's always on the road. Krista with Della Crew, like she's just doing such amazing work. Like she really helped elevate the Canadian side of things, and now she's just blown into worldwide and especially North America and stuff.
How many bitches know why? Birds in the sky always fly high. Stay away from these pigeons. Ground licking, no thinking. Keep drinking. Speaking of a cocktail, let me get a whiskey on the rocks and restock the shells. Getting dry up in the mind's eye. I got 2 birds stoned with 1 try. LED swoop down, 6-foot wings and a cardboard crown. That's a scary motherfucker. Hide your whole family and do take cover. Undercover up tonight, steady gliding. Swoop chicken from the coop, no fried eggs. Bobbleheads get the goop from Reader's Digest.
I think probably honestly just comes from having Opie here, you know, like him being so cool, just having this young ass kid coming into his shop and using all his tools, and he'd be inside sleeping and I'd be out here working, or he'd be out here working till 3-4 in the morning with me, and like, you know, it's just like his house is my house kind of stuff. And so I mean, just being humble goes a long way, you know?
How many feathers in your address? Let me get your address. Don't get mad, miss. We got some work to do. You clucking me clucking you. It's just another bird brand, another hoochie with the banger rag. Piggery's the best kind of thanks to red wine. Why oh why when I'm running on birds?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you just can't be a douche, man. You gotta be cool with everybody. I'm not cooler than anybody else, you know. Just doing my thing.
That's a scary motherfucker. Hide your whole family and do take cover. Goopy dino egg drop, steady crafted. Swoop through the headshot, get blasted. If Fruit Loops got 2 cans sold, we be the birds from that other land.
It's only by like the luck of when I started and the amount of effort that I put in that I've actually able to kind of make all my money in the last few years from stunt riding. I mean, obviously I tattoo, not much anymore, but I have that to fall back on. At least have a solid job to help pay for it, and if you end up wanting to and you can make it serious enough to get some sponsors and get some money in the end, like, sick. But I mean, you're probably not going to get rich off stunt riding. We fake it pretty good. Really just do it for the love of it, not for anything else.